They tell you that if you fall into a glacial crevasse, the impact will kill you. They never tell you what happens if you survive the fall, only to realize you aren't the only thing breathing down there in the dark. Geologist Elias Vance and his two-man crew were 300 feet beneath the Siberian permafrost, mapping a dead, frozen cave system. As their boots hit the cavern floor, the air wasn't freezing. It was damp, heavy, and smelled like wet fur and old copper. A geothermal vent had kept this subterranean world alive, creating a thick, foggy jungle of pale underground flora. The team's radio was dead. Their only way out was a 300-foot vertical climb back up the icy shaft. "Look at the mud," Maya whispered, shining her flashlight at the ground. The beam illuminated a massive footprint. It was the size of a dinner plate, with the footpad of a grizzly bear and the bone-crushing claws of a wolf. Elias felt the blood drain from his face. He knew exactly what this was, but it was impossible. It was the print of an Amphicyon, the prehistoric bear dog, a 1,000-pound apex predator, extinct for millions of years. Before Elias could warn them, a sound echoed through the cavern. It wasn't a roar. It was a low, vibrating growl that rattled the rocks beneath their feet. From the dense, pale fog, a nightmare emerged. It stood on 4 massive legs, its shoulders towering over 6 feet high. Its eyes were milky and blind from generations in the dark, but its sense of smell was locked entirely on them. Jax, their ex-military guide, didn't hesitate. He unslung his flare gun and fired directly at the beast's chest. The blinding red light hissed and burned against its thick, matted fur, but the monster didn't even flinch. It let out an earth-shattering shriek and charged, clearing 50 feet in a matter of seconds. "Climb! Climb now!" Elias screamed, shoving Maya toward the jagged ice wall leading to the surface. Jax drew his climbing axe, attempting to buy them time, but the bear dog swatted him aside with the force of a freight train. The sound of crunching bone echoed through the cavern. Elias and Maya scrambled up the sheer ice face, their crampons kicking frantically. Below them, the beast stood on its hind legs, stretching nearly 12 feet into the air, its jaws snapping just inches from Maya's boots. With their lungs burning and muscles screaming, they reached the narrow bottleneck of the surface fissure, a space too tight for the massive predator. They collapsed onto the freezing Siberian snow above, staring down into the black abyss. From the depths, a terrifying, echoing howl drifted up through the ice. It was a promise. They had escaped, but the ancient king of the dark was awake, and it remembered their scent.